Hello again and welcome back to our course on PowerPoint 2019. In this section we're going to take a look at how you can use SmartArt to create a flowchart. Now flowcharts are a fairly common thing to add into PowerPoint, and what you'll find is the way that most people do them is that they add the individual shapes in order to build up that flowchart. So you might add a few rectangles, you might add some block arrows in between them to show some kind of process, and you might add some text within those rectangles. And that's perfectly fine if you want to do it that way, but it is quite time consuming, particularly if the chart is quite large or quite detailed. So why not take all the pain out of it by utilizing SmartArt, and you can have it done in just a few clicks. So that's what we're going to work through in this module. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new slide. So up to new slide. And I'm going to select title and content. Now I'm going to give my slide a title, and what we're going to display here is the booking process. Now I'm just going to have 3 items in my booking process, and I'm going to type them underneath here and have them as bullets. So the first one is going to be find trip. My second bullet is going to be book trip. And my third item is going to be pay deposit. So those are essentially the 3 steps of my booking process. So I'm now going to convert this list to a SmartArt process chart. So I'm going to highlight all of these. And if you remember, up on the home ribbon in the paragraph group, we have this option here, convert to SmartArt. And I can go through and I can select any one of these. Now I'm looking for a specific process flow diagram. So I'm going to go into more SmartArt graphics. Let's just move that up out the way. And you can see one of the categories is process. So this is sort of where I'm going to find some of the options that I might want to use. So I can have one which is just a basic process chart, or I can make them more complex if I like. So let's have a look. Let's just do this very basic one just here. And I'm going to click on OK. And there we go. Really quickly, I've just managed to make that process flowchart. Of course, remember that once you insert your SmartArt graphic, you then have the SmartArt design ribbon, which opens up all of those formatting options. So I might want to go in and very quickly change the color. So I'm going to make this consistent with my previous slide and just add the colorful accent colors. I'll leave the rest of the options for you to play around with, but hopefully you can see just how simple that is to very quickly create a process flow diagram. Now, one other thing I just want to point out whilst I'm here is the ability to add more processes into this. So for example, if I want to add another one onto the end here, so maybe after pay deposit, they have to pay balance, I'm going to click on my final shape. I'm going to go up to the SmartArt design ribbon, and in this first group you can see I have add shape. So I'm just going to click that, and it adds another one onto the end, and I can just go in and say pay balance. So I can do that for any of these. If I wanted to insert one in the middle, I would just need to make sure that I have the book trip selected. Then when I add a shape, it's going to appear in between book trip and pay deposit. So nice and easy to add more in once you've got that SmartArt diagram there. So that's pretty much it for SmartArt and how you can utilize it in your PowerPoint presentations. We're now going to do an exercise to make sure you're okay with everything that we've covered so far. So I will see you then.